Hey everybody, welcome back to the Wolf Pit with another episode of What Are We Eating? Today, we're trying Gordon Ramsay's 10-ounce box of fried chicken bites, which are crispy dark meat chicken and spicy Korean style sauce that cost $6.97. But we're also going to do something different today. After the review of the Gordon Ramsay's fried chicken bites and a spicy Korean style sauce, I happen to have an old video of my version of fried chicken bites in a spicy Korean sauce. So this is a 2-for-1 video, a review and a how-to. This is a fairly new product, so there's only 6 reviews, but out of those 6 reviews, it only received 1.7 stars out of 5. The most helpful positive review said they're yummy but overpriced. The most helpful negative review said they're just nasty. So Gordon Ramsay's fried chicken bites aren't off to a good start, but just like various other products, you just have to try them for yourself to see if you like them or not. I've reviewed several products that had great reviews that I didn't like, and I've also reviewed several products that had horrible reviews that I loved. So that's the whole point of these videos, so I can buy the food and try the food for you, the people, so you don't have to. Here's the list of ingredients. Whether this meal sucks or not and is unrateable, it's still going to get 1 point for me for using chicken thighs versus chicken breast versus 4 meat slurry concoctions. Why can't other frozen food manufacturers use dark meat chicken versus white meat chicken versus 4 meat slurry concocted chicken? Chicken thighs have more flavor, they're juicier, and they're cheaper. There's 3.5 6-piece servings per box. Each serving has 130 calories, 5 grams of total fat, 1 gram of saturated fat, no trans fat, 60 milligrams of cholesterol, 400 milligrams of sodium, 6 grams of carbohydrates, no fiber, 3 grams of sugars, and 12 grams of protein. You can cook these in the air fryer for 9 to 10 minutes at 400 degrees or in a conventional oven for 18 to 20 minutes at 400 degrees. Here's the chicken bites and the Korean style sauce right out of the freezer and right out of the box. So I did half in the oven and half in the air fryer, and they turned out exactly the same. I put the ones that were cooked in the air fryer on one side and the ones that were cooked in the oven on the other side. The plate got bumped and they got all mixed up, so I don't know which ones are which now. So I tried them all. I only drizzled them with the sauce versus tossing them in the sauce because my family wanted to try some too, and they didn't want them too spicy. And just between me and you, the people, neither did I. So I put the rest of the sauce into a ramekin for dipping. So I tried the first piece of chicken plain without the sauce. And surprisingly, it had everything you would want in a fried piece of chicken. It had a nice light crispy batter, it was very well seasoned, and the chicken was super moist and super tender. I was already very happily surprised with the chicken by itself. So for the next bite, we shanked the piece with the sauce. And at this point, I was really glad I didn't toss the chicken in the sauce. You guys already know that I can't do overly spicy foods. And that's definitely not saying that this sauce is very spicy. It's just too spicy for me to have a lot. The amount of sauce on this piece of chicken was perfect, and it was delicious. It was spicy, sweet, salty, and had a subtle smokiness to it. Right now, I'm having a hard time understanding why the one reviewer said these were nasty. I wonder if they were referring to the chicken or the sauce or the combination of the two. But I do understand the positive review that said these were yummy but overpriced, because the chicken itself and the sauce were both delicious alone and together. Well, at least the larger pieces of chicken were, but most of those little pieces you see on the plate are just batter. And I, the person, and you, the people, don't mind paying a premium price for good pieces of breaded chicken. But we do mind paying a premium price for just the batter. Which is why I'm giving Gordon Ramsay's fried chicken bites with crispy dark meat chicken and spicy Korean style sauce a 6 out of 10. Now, let's try my version. Today I'm making Korean sweet and spicy crispy chicken. You guys know me and my inability to pronounce certain words, so I'm not even going to try to pronounce the proper name of this dish, so I'll put it on the screen. This chicken is so good it can be described in only one word: amazing. And it's really easy to make. You can use any kind of chicken you like, bone-in or boneless, skin on or skinless. I'm using boneless, skinless chicken thighs that I've cut up into bite-sized pieces. Let me go ahead and nip this in the bud right now because I get a lot of comments that I didn't trim the fat off the chicken. I didn't trim the fat off of this chicken and I won't in the future. Now, if there's a huge piece of fat or an excessive amount of fat, then I would trim a little bit, but I would not trim at all. Like you've heard me say many times before, fat equals flavor. But like you've also heard me say many times before, it's your food, so cook your food the way you like it. After all, you have to eat it. So let's make a quick marinade for our fatty chicken thighs. With rice wine, the ever-popular and soon-to-be famous, fresh, homegrown, store-bought garlic, straight from the jar, along with fresh chopped ginger, white pepper, and salt. Then give it a good mix and let it marinate for at least 15 minutes. An hour or two is even better. If you'd like a copy of this recipe with a full list of ingredients and easy-to-follow directions, visit thewolfpit.com. While the chicken's marinating, let's make our sauce. In a medium skillet or saucepan over medium-high heat, add soy sauce, chopped ginger, garlic, rice wine, sesame oil, brown sugar, if it's going to come out, apple cider vinegar, or you can use rice wine vinegar. Is it just me, or does the brown sugar melting down remind you of when you were a kid at the beach building sandcastles and a wave came up and washed them away? Then add honey, now add, and I think I can pronounce this right, but don't laugh at me if I mess up, gochujang, which is a Korean fermented red chili paste, and it's absolutely delicious. It's fairly spicy, but has a great flavor. Give it a good mix and bring it up to a boil. Then reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer uncovered for 5 minutes or until slightly thickened. While the sauce is simmering, toss the marinated chicken in cornstarch until well coated. And if you don't have cornstarch, you can use potato starch or all-purpose flour. Now fry the chicken in 350-degree oil for 4 to 5 minutes or until nice and golden brown and cook through. Once the chicken is nice and golden brown and cooked through, remove and drain on a wire rack. You don't want to drain the chicken on paper towels, otherwise you're going to be making sweet and spicy, soggy chicken and not sweet and spicy, crispy chicken. Now very quickly, toss the chicken in the simmering and slightly reduced sweet and spicy sauce. You want to do it very quickly so the chicken remains crispy. Then remove the chicken from the sauce with a spider, slotted spoon, or tongs so the excess sauce will drip off. Then serve it by itself or with steamed rice. Sprinkle chopped peanuts on top and green onion. And there you have it. Korean, sweet and spicy, crispy chicken. I can't tell you how much I enjoyed this chicken. Everything about it was perfect. The chicken itself was absolutely perfect. Nice and crispy on the outside, moist and tender on the inside. And then you have the perfectly balanced sweet and spicy sauce, which was absolutely delicious. If I was rating this, I would give it 5 out of 5 stars. It's definitely some of the best chicken I've ever made or eaten. I'm really enjoying making and eating these Korean recipes. But I'm still not real familiar with other Korean foods, so if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments. Thank you all very much for watching. I hope you give this a try. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.